President Yoon seems to have made an announcement that suggests, without any tangible evidence, that the threat from North Korea, allied with opposition political forces, has required him to take this unprecedented action. I would interpret this as a response to his increasingly beleaguered domestic political position. I do not believe that the claim that this is prompted by a North Korean threat to South Korean democracy is valid. This appears to be a pretext. The National Assembly, where the opposition Democratic Party has a clear majority, confirmed in the National Assembly elections earlier this year, has, I think, been seeking to find a way to expose what they claim are the corruption surrounding the president, particularly allegations that the president's wife was involved in insider trading. And as part of this, the opposition has sought to impeach the prosecutors who were responsible for investigating those allegations. This, I think, has been the reason why President Yoon has decided to act in order to short-circuit that process. We've just seen the announcement, the confirmation that they have voted decisively 190-0 to annul that martial law declaration, which means it's now constitutionally no longer valid. The fact that the military that had been deployed, seemingly to prevent the National Assembly from convening, have now retreated in the face of that public effort to support the institutions of democratic governance is also a reassuring sign. And there doesn't seem to be any clear indication that the military is rallying behind the president, or the police for that matter. There is, I think, reassuringly, plenty of evidence that media organizations are continuing to do what they need to do as the fourth estate, which is to hold the president to account, to provide clear, transparent information. And we've just seen Lee Jae-myung, the leader of the opposition, come out and say very unambiguously, not only is martial law invalid, but any police officer or military official who acts to support the president's actions would be in breach of the law. And I think that's an indication of the confidence of the opposition. And I hope that the institutional safeguards of government will continue to operate. It's unclear, however, what President Yoon will do in the face of this, I think, strong reaction against his order. Any domestic political instability in South Korea at a time when North Korea is emboldened clearly is going to be a source of great concern because it provides an opportunity for Kim Jong-un to make mischief. It's interesting that in all of this, the United States has been remarkably silent. If in fact it were the case that there was a direct threat to South Korea from the North, then I think you would have seen a very different reaction from Washington. But sensibly, Washington, I think, has felt the need to remain relatively muted in terms of their public response to see what would happen in terms of the domestic political situation. But there's no doubt that the US military and intelligence services will be monitoring the situation closely, as will, of course, other governments, not least Japan, which has good reason to be concerned about instability on the peninsula.